In my last video, I said something about having some really good ideas for new videos, and yeah, my idea for a really good video was to, it was a whole New Year's resolution thing, and I was gonna do all these exercise type things, and like how I really was gonna live healthy and pure, and I was gonna work out for like 2 hours a day and pay attention to my diet and get plenty of sleep and get a lot done. Yeah, well, we all know how that goes. What is this, the 15th? The 14th. It hasn't happened yet, but I'm still hoping. It's actually a really cool sequence of videos I was planning, because I was going to do just like the general thing, like a general day of just being good and not naughty, not sleeping in and not smoking a lot of cigarettes and drinking a lot and getting things done and that kind of thing. And then followed by that, I was going to have a sequence of shorter videos where I just kind of explained what each individual thing was like what my exercise routine involved, and what my diet involved, little things that I do for diet and exercise, and drinking a lot of fluids and that kind of thing. Like I said, New Year's resolutions, it's not like it shouldn't be a New Year's resolution, really. It's more, it's a lifestyle thing, and I've done this off and on for the past, gosh, I don't know, well, a long time. I'll do my routine, my workout routine, and I'll get up at a decent hour and that kind of thing. It just doesn't stick, I don't have hundreds of pounds to lose or anything, or even 100 pounds, but it's still, it's life. You don't do the same thing every day. I don't know, it's like I want to do the same thing every day, but it just doesn't really work out that way. But I also want to, like, do different things, like, let's go out and do this and that. And I never do. I don't know. It's tough. But recently, just within the past few days probably, and this is not a New Year's resolution type of thing, I just feel like you have to just kind of live day by day and be happy. I think that's the most important thing, is that you're happy and that you're good to people, and you're just a decent human being and you're happy, because happiness within yourself, like being a happy person, is going to help you help others. And I'm not like the biggest humanitarian in the world, obviously, but I kind of just sit around and do nothing. But I don't know. Well, okay. Recently, I finally, okay, it's been forever that I've been saying I was going to do this. I finally decided to start donating plasma. You don't really donate plasma, you get paid for it. $50 a week. I think I'll do another video about this when I actually have the armband. Like, you get a bandage and stuff. You get a bandage. Ooh, it's so great. No, you just kind of sit in a chair for 40 minutes and with a needle stuck up your arm. It's a little uncomfortable, but you bring a good book or a magazine or whatever, and it's not too bad, really. As long as you get a good tech that doesn't, put you in pain. I did pass out once. Completely passed out. It was so embarrassing. I guess I just hadn't had enough water. You have to make sure you're really hydrated. And I usually donate around 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And you have to make sure that you've had 64 ounces of water before you donate. And I hadn't, I guess. I just wasn't really paying it. I had always thought that I was always drinking a lot of water, I always thought that I didn't have a problem with that. I drink tons of water. I'm constantly drinking water, I feel like. Ever since I was a little kid. I've always had to drink lots of water, so I thought, well, that's not going to be an issue with me. But evidently it was, because the tech was all like, or the nurse that I had to see later was like, oh, you're very petite, and you need to drink at least 64 ounces of water before you come in. I'm like, oh, thank you for saying I'm very petite. I didn't really say that, but I'm like, oh, thank you. So yeah, I passed out. It was so embarrassing. I mean, I was all like, ooh. It was horrible. Ugh. As long as you can stand, like, the needle stuff, if you have an aversion to needles, don't do it. You know, it's not the end of the world if you can't donate plasma, you know, or blood. Back in the day, I used to donate blood, and then I was listening to some radio announcements and found out I could get paid for it. And I'm like, hell yeah, $50 a week? Hell yeah! Hell yeah! I mean, who could not use an extra $50 a week unless you're, like, living large, like the Kardashians, or Hugh Hefner, or any of those other reality shows that I love to watch. I love to watch Girls Next Door and Keeping Up with the Kardashians. I don't know. And Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous. That's like my vice. I literally can watch reruns of that shit all day long. I mean, it's really bad. Like, I'll sit around, and that's something, you know, I'm trying to not do so much. I mean, there's so many better things you could be doing with your life. Like, just living it, you know, and not watching other people live it like you do when you're watching reality shows.